All right, guys, back with a little bit of an opinion, and here it is. Um, the new Critical Role. You can tell that Matt Mercer is not super happy because I can tell you, as a married man, whenever I see my wife sitting somewhere with her arms crossed the way he was the other night and looking at like he was, it can only mean one thing, and that is he's pissed off. So I don't know. I mean, it of course it's all like rumor, gossip, etc. But I'm telling you what, I think that whoever the douche canoe they got to DM instead of Matt is absolutely horrible. Freaking mulligan or whatever. I mean, isn't a mulligan something you take in golfing because you suck or whatever? So yeah. Yeah. If you watch the show, the whole time he's just sitting there looking angry with his arms crossed, and it's really like, I mean, if you can read body language, it's not hard to understand. And while I agree, yes, there to a certain extent there's some acting going on, etc. Um I think sometimes they freaking they show their tail, if you get what I'm saying, right? And, just like, if you see him standing there and he's kinda grinning with his arms crossed, that is a totally different look. Whereas, yeah, the way he was sitting there, in the last Critical Role with his arms crossed, that is I'm kinda pissed off. It's also kinda wild that the one dude was literally looking at his cell phone while the, uh, oyster hatch was fricking, rambling on about, his favorite NPC, which the way he was going on about that NPC, I kinda was starting to wonder if maybe, they're gonna start selling a body pillow of that NPC on the Critical Role merch store or whatever. I mean, there's nothing worse than a D&D that's a DM that's in love with his own voice and his own NPCs to the point that you start feeling like the players are superfluous to the whole thing because, you know, they don't actually have to be there. The DM can just sit there and, you know, play with himself. Ha ha ha, giggity giggity, whatever. Yeah. So while I can't claim to be a huge Critical Role fan, I did like the first season when it was a podcast. I never watched it, but I did download it on my edgy boy Zune and listen to it while I was working, as a pipe fitter. So that's a long, long time ago, right? And I thought Matt Mercer was actually kind of decent in the Magica movies or whatever as the evil necromancer. So, do I hate Mercer? No. I think he's a good-looking guy and he's made a shit ton of money doing what he loves. So, nothing but congratulations here. However, this season I think is already a train wreck. It's already a train wreck. I mean, now Matt might disagree. He might make a video if a bunch of people, jump on board with this opinion. He might have to make a video being like, "No, that's not true," whatever. And, that's totally cool. Totally, totally cool that he would do that. But, yikes. That's all. That's just really that is all that I can say about the whole thing is it is pretty obvious that Mr. Mercer is not super happy. He literally just looks pissed off the whole time. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close up this video. This is a quick one with something special, and then you know, we'll talk again later. So let's see. There we are. There we are. Okay, let's see how it looks. No, we we want yeah, yeah. Is that what we want? Or do we want it more like this? Yeah, that's what we want. So Matt looks very angry in that last show. Very, very angry. And that's sad. I'm not putting sound on. I'm just gonna, whatever. So here you go. Yeah. This is a long, long time ago. She was young. She doesn't look like this. Like if you catch a picture of her like with her boxing or whatever, it's like, yeah, she's not aging well. As a matter of fact, I have to say, no homo, but I think Matt is way more attractive than Marissa is. Like if I were to rate them like 1 to 10, like Matt is definitely above average attractiveness, right? Marissa's claim to fame is what? She's a skinny redhead because it's not like she's got any actual curves or anything. Also not to be crude, but anytime it shows her like bottom part, I mean, that's not camel toe. That's like moose knuckle going on there. I won't be horrible. Matt, don't beat me up if you ever see me or something, but it kind of looks like your lady might have some Arby's roast beef going on down there. Hey, if you're into it, that's great. That's great. That's cool. Also, since she's a redhead, she's just fruity as a bat cake or whatever, however you say it. Um, so yeah, there you go. Marissa Ray showing off how feminist she is. And I guess Matt Mercer, he's a male feminist too. So awesome, I guess. Or is it empowerment when they do it? But it's not empowerment if you notice them doing it. Either way, yeah, critical role. Matt Mercer did not look happy. He looked pissed off. If you want to see more about it, though, other than my little 8-minute video, go check out Diversity and Dragon's last video on the subject. He goes into a lot more depth on it. I can't go that deep into it because honestly, watching it made me cringe so hard that I think I might have thrown my back out. You know how it is when you get older, right? And that was some cringy stuff. Anyway, peace and love, and I'll talk to you next time.